Hey, welcome back to the Rock Fantasy YouTube channel. We're here for a little special episode. We're going to be talking about this great festival that Ed and John McAtee and Tony Dio are helping out with and organizing down in North Carolina. We've got a few of the band members on that are going to be performing there. And I'm going to kick it off and give it to Ed because I'm just kind of hanging out. But thanks, everyone, for coming on. Ed, welcome and kick this show off. Tell us all about this great festival and what's going on down there.
All right. Next weekend, May 5th and 6th, down in North Carolina. The Carolina Chainsaw Massacre Fest #2. Last year was an absolute blowout. We had a hell of a thing. This is John McAtee from Incantation. This is his brainchild, him and his wife Yo-Yo. They created this fest, and it is the ultimate merging of metal and horror. We've got a full underground metal fest with just the greatest underground bands for 2 days, and a horror convention, a full horror convention going on Saturday, with guests from horror movies. There's going to be a panel on stage. There's going to be signing. There's going to be vendors, anything you can imagine. And besides that, we've got a local horror house going to be sponsoring the fest just like last year. They're going to be running around with chainsaws all weekend in full makeup, just creating a complete atmosphere. Just the ultimate fest, an ultimate good time. What can we say? It's going to be at 2 different venues, starting Friday and Saturday. On Friday night, you're looking to see Massacre, At War, Bat, Druid Lord, Aggression, Castrator, and Mortar Skull. On Saturday, it's going to be Possessed, Exciter, Incantation, Gruesome, False Prophet, Cloak, Demiser, Haunted, and Angel Massmore. It's a hell of a lineup, a hell of a fest. Both venues are catered to this festival. Scott and Paul from False Prophet are integral in getting this fest together. Besides supplying the back line, they talk to the bands, they keep everything moving during the fest. Paul, Scott, what can you say about the fest coming up?
Who wants to go first? You, Scott?
Go ahead, man.
I mean, man, it's a cool fest. Last year was the first year, of course, John ran into issues with venues and stuff. And, I'm sure people had some bad stuff to say, but at the end of the night, man, it was a great event. Everything ran really well once we got the venues set in, and everybody kind of just jumped in, man, and helped out, not a lot of bitching, and just, really pulled off an amazing show. I mean, it's one of the best shows I've seen in Greensboro, and I've lived here all my life, so.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really cool last year.
Went really smooth. This was like their anniversary fest. We went down for their wedding at the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station a couple years back, and this is just like a really cool continuation of that. To have some of the best. I mean, fucking Possessed, Massacre. Look at that lineup, dude. For me, it's Possessed, one of my favorite bands, and Incan. These are a wish list of bands to see. I mean, it's crazy to have it. Our backyard is pretty amazing, and we're very lucky.
Yeah, cool venues too. The Kraken is actually in Chapel Hill, so they're about 50 minutes apart between the two venues. But the Kraken's a really cool place. They have a lot of punk and metal shows there. And Arizona Pete's is like a country bar, but it looks like something out of a Rob Zombie movie because it's all rustic and it's got that old Western style about it. Even got a mechanical bull in there, but I don't think we'll have that on. I don't think it'll be working.
Daddy's gonna ride the bull.
You should. Yeah.
Both these venues are ideal for this fest. I mean, they came like Paul mentioned, there was problems with both venues for the original fest last year, And last minute, John and Yo-Yo, they scrambled. You guys helped out, and you guys found these 2 venues, and they came through in such a big way. Like the Kraken building the stage outside on the on the lawn, just putting it together, scaffolding and everything. And well, I mean that place looks like it came out of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh.
Perfect.
Totally.
This place.
Yeah, I think
This is Paul from At War. This is Paul from At War. I know you can't see me. I just want to put my 2 cents within. We're really looking forward to this show at Chapel Hill and the following night in Charlotte. I mean, a lot of bands that we grew up with are playing. A lot of bands that we look forward to seeing, bands we haven't played with. And this is sort of our backyard, actually. So it's going to be a little bit of a homecoming for us. You know, the past 10 years or so, we don't play much in the U.S. At War doesn't. We've been lucky enough with the help of Ed to get up in the Northeast a lot, but we spend a lot of our time outside the country. And this is a pretty big deal for us. And we're super stoked to be doing it, especially right here in Carolina. So we're going to be cutting loose and for sure. And a lot of our fans have been around with us for the past 40 years are going to be making the ride too. So it's going to be a killer meeting. And the whole vibe seems super killer for us. I mean, the mixture of the whole horror and metal thing, you know, it's always gone together, be it thrash or death metal or whatever the hell you want to call any of it. I just want to say that we're super stoked to be there, and we're going to put on a full-blown old school set for everybody, and I can't wait to see everybody, man. It's just going to be a blast.
Oh, definitely. I can't wait to see you too, Paul. It's going to be, and I can attest, At War is fucking as brutal as ever. So at the fest, they're going to totally shred on Friday night. Right before Massacre. It's a hell of a lineup. Let's see. Besides the music guests, all the bands playing, we have horror guests, like real horror guests coming on Saturday for the convention. Linda, Shelley, and Scotty, all from the Evil Dead, going to be hanging out, signing autographs, talking, and just having a great time. I mean, one of my highlights last year was hanging out and smoking a lot of weed with the first Jason and Grandpa from you know, what a great time, you know, just things you don't expect. Also, just added, Vicky from Friday the 13th Part 2 is now going to be joining us, apparently. Also, Caroline Williams from Texas Chainsaw 2 and Hatchet and a bunch of other movies. It's just a great lineup of celebrities that are going to be answering questions, signing autographs, and just creating an entire horror convention with, you can just wait to see the vendors and everyone lined up. It's going to be wild. So bring whatever stuff you want to get signed and just have a great time. Alex Kane, immortal lifetime DJ from Lemoore, for the New York scene from the 70s. He's going to be DJing. He's going to be coming down, playing the tunes between all the bands in between both days. George Corpse Finder Fisher from Cannibal Corpse. He's going to be a special guest. I'm going to be hanging out, just hanging out with everybody. Probably get on stage for a little bit, maybe the second night. We'll see. Some surprises are always abound. What can I say? False Prophet. What do you guys got planned for your set? It's great to have you guys playing again.
You got to find out yet?
Yeah, I don't even think we have our set worked out yet. We're going. So we put something together, man. I mean, we definitely got some new T-shirts, you know, going to be available for, you know, kind of go with the theme for the Possessed and that kind of vibe. And, you know, we'll definitely throw in some cool songs, and it should be a fun thing, man. I mean, you know, especially since Possessed ain't played around here. It's going to be fun, man. It's going to be fun.
Looks like Emilio just popped in.
He was there a second ago.
Emilio?
I saw the square come up, but and then I seen it disappear, unfortunately.
Emilio, you there?
and that's the beauty of these festivals, because I know for us, like
Here he comes again.
playing, it's almost an inconvenience because you know, you want to party, you want to meet everyone, you want to see all the bands. I mean, I like, as an example, the last time I saw Possessed was at World War III in 1985.
Oh, shit, wow.
I haven't seen Jeff in person since then.
Wow.
At War is one of my favorite band ever. Never seen At War. Looking forward for Gruesome and fucking Castrator to see Robin rocking the bass, and like Massacre and our Blood Brothers Exciter. Always fun to watch Heavy Metal Maniac. So yeah, like it's I always say like playing, it's almost an inconvenience because you gotta like you gotta prepare and do all that, but all you want to do is all see the other bands and just hang out with. Then you're like with your fucking guitar, trying to like warm up and not look like a fool out there. So, but yeah, we're looking forward to meet everyone, and we know like we'll make new friends, and we're just looking forward to hang out.
Right. I think we got Emilio. Are you in the room? It sounded like I heard you talking before.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
There it is.
Yes.
Okay, for some reason I'm dark as sin. You can't see me. So I don't know what's up. I'm going to access for the video for the camera, and it's just not allowing me to go. So I don't know. It's weird. Sorry about that, gentlemen.
That's okay.
That's okay. We can hear you. So I guess I could just ask you a couple questions that way.
I'm in the same boat, man. I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, okay. That's all right. As long as you hear from you, as long as we can hear you. So welcome, Emilio. Looking forward to seeing you again. It's been a long time since you were up in New York, that infamous time at Europa way back when. Well, what do you got planned for Possess? Welcome to the chat.
Right on, man. Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Join you guys, man.
We're totally psyched to have Possessed out there. It's going to be amazing. And plus, I'm booked for May 20th in New York City, so I'm going to see you twice.
Really?
Oh yeah, I
Killer.
booked the show with in Brooklyn, so I'll be working with you both times.
Hold on, let me try to do this camera. I really want to where you can see my ugly face. Where's this thing? But yeah, man. So I'm looking forward to this thing. I'm working with the case, of course, John Incantation, for him to give us the opportunity to work, to do and play at a venue or a location that we haven't played. I don't know. Have we ever played North Carolina? That's a good one. I don't think we have, man.
I don't think you have, yeah.
So yeah, I think that'll be
It was
awesome.
back in the day.
I know I played in the studio of what do you call it, False Prophet, and hang out with the boys there. But as far as that's just downtime. Damn, I don't know what's up with this. So yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, so how you guys doing? Everyone good?
Yeah.
Yeah, getting ready for the fest.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hell
that's
yeah.
cool, man. Yeah, some killer ass bands.
Emilio, you staying in
John,
South
there he
Florida?
is.
Yo,
All the boys are in
Hey,
town.
it's John.
I feel out of place with short hair.
Hello.
You guys have long hair. Yeah, well, I mean, truth is, I got a day job that doesn't. Well, they don't care if I have long hair, but it's just one of those ones where I just have a day job, and having the long hair. I always had short hair. And fuck it, I'm in behind the drums, so you guys are the
Yeah,
ones
right?
that look good up there and tearing it up.
Hey, welcome, John.
hello. Sorry about the
Hey.
delay.
Hey, John.
I was out doing something. I tried getting on earlier, but it didn't seem to work on my fucking cell phone for some reason.
Yeah. Same here.
All right, so John, we got Paul and Scott here from False Prophet, Emilio.
Hell yeah.
Eddie. So we got a good crowd here. So
Who's
Really,
this one that I can't see with the telephone?
that's Paul Arnold. And Emilio.
Oh, cool. What's up? How you
It's me.
doing?
John, is Paul from At War. What's up, buddy?
Good. Awesome to hear. Look forward to having you.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. I wish I could get this goddamn video to work, but I don't know what the fuck. Technology,
there's-
baby.
there's-
There he is, Amelia. You can see you now.
But,
There it is.
You are?
oh yeah, there you are. What's up, guys? What's up? See my day job. I sell this mattresses, sofas. I'm actually at a furniture store right now. But yeah, and then I get a text saying, "Hey, asshole, get online." You're right, Peter.
don't think I said that.
Well, if you guys need any furniture, you gotta talk to Amelia. He'll hook you up.
So what's going on, man? Stuck. What did I miss in regards to the festival? You guys having some killer people coming out and the killer bands.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, certainly are. So, John, why don't you take it away now that you join us?
Okay, cool. Okay, I just didn't know where we were at with anything. I wasn't sure what the.
You know, we ran down a lineup and all, but you tell us from your perspective. Tell us what's going on. And has Denny told you the good news yet?
Probably not. What's up? What's the good news?
Waiting for Denny. Go right ahead. Denny.
Yo.
We finally got the paperwork to cross the border.
Oh shit! So you're actually gonna be there. That's awesome. Hell yeah!
Come on. Crazy Canadians coming down to North Carolina, which, funny enough, that's where I got my first car accident.
Oh boy.
in a small town called Selma, North Carolina.
I know where that's at.
And that's also the first time I ever been jailed was in North Carolina as
Oh
well.
boy.
I was 17 years old, and this police officer didn't like my accent, so
Were you leaving the Mustang Ranch strip club in Selma when that happened?
dude, it was not a good experience.
And-
Got T-boned, my fucking car was destroyed, and then got into a fight with the guy who hit me, and then they arrested me for that. But it's a pretty small, like, hick town, Selma.
Yeah.
Right? It's yeah. But yeah, I'm familiar with North Carolina.
You're familiar with the jail system here?
North Carolina.
Yeah, everything's so green. And then North Carolina people are so happy. Like, hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? You know that fool? No, they're just happy. That's just the way it is. Hey, well, they hi back to you. It's cool. Because in LA, they're like, boy, hey, how you doing? Go for it. So,
Yeah, same in New York.
you know, a little bit different. I like the background on this Stephen Keller. Oh my God, look at all those posters. Are you metal? That's what you cool. And you got what is this guy's name? Fantasy with all the vinyl. You got
Yeah, I own Rock Fantasy up in Middletown. Yeah, at the record shop. Yep.
oh, right on.
So it's my collection of blacklight posters over the year, which I still sell. So yeah, that's my
You'll be at the
room.
too, right?
What's that?
You'll be at the festival, right?
I am the only one not going to be at the festival. I'm just hosting. I have to run the store. I can't make it out of New York.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
of these days.
Yeah. We'll see.
Ooh.
One of these days. Hey, I saw John in Philadelphia, at least a
Yes.
couple weeks ago. It was good to see you, brother.
Yeah, it was good to see you too.
So I hope that this episode helps. And one question for everybody on here: can you still buy a ticket?
Yeah, you still buy tickets. There's still tickets available, and get off your ass and fucking buy some.
I mean, if you're within driving distance or flying into this thing, and you're a fan of this style of music, I mean, why not go? It's a great.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely gonna be something, a little different than normal fest, and we just have a good Southern hospitality down here. Even though I'm a Northerner, I embrace the Southern hospitality of North Carolina. It's given a lot to Yo-Yo and myself, and it's just awesome to be able to do something down here in North Carolina instead of because we don't really get stuff like this here. So I figured, we're we like the area, we like the people. The show's been going really good. We want to help support the scene and hopefully make things to a better level and give people, there's a lot of metal people around here, so I want to have something for them to be able to check out, and then including the horror stuff, that's the connection pretty much. I mean, Yo-Yo and I are big horror and metal fans, but also the whole thing came from our wedding that we had, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station in Texas, and we decided we want to do kind of a party here. We did it last year, and it went over way better than we expected it was going to go, and it was just like, okay, I guess we're doing this now. We're going to have this insanity each year. So yeah, it's cool. And we're really happy. I mean, Paul and Scott here have been helping out, immensely on the whole thing, which we appreciate. And, Tony has been helping. I mean, Ed, I mean, really all you guys have been helping out in one way or another. So I really appreciate it. And that's one of the really good things about the scene here in North Carolina, is that there's just a sense of community here where everybody, is really positive about it, really wants to work and wants to make this work. And it's just, it's, for me, it's the perfect place to do something like this where just everyone's behind you. Cause you could do something like this, certain places you get like, I don't know, people being jealous or doesn't want to see you succeed with it. But here it's, in North Carolina, people really want to see something like this succeed. And we've noticed that. We really appreciate that. And that's one of the things I think that makes what we're doing great. And hopefully in the future is going to make it even better because, this is something that I could tell people really want. So just have, we're
Yeah,
very
'cause like
fortunate because we couldn't do it
Metal-
together. What's that?
Metal Family 4, are you gonna have like props and shit like that? And
Yeah, we're gonna have props. We're gonna have like kind of characters, cosplay people there and stuff. We're working with Woods of Terror. So because we're working with them, they're a local haunted house here, and they're able to bring a lot of their stuff to help with the kind of the decor of the whole thing and stuff. I mean, Scott built us a coffin for everyone to take a picture inside the coffin. And yeah, just a bunch of stuff. We just want to make it something, that represents Yo-Yo and myself with the stuff we're into, and make it a fun experience for people, not just the average kind of metal fest or especially death metal fest. Nothing's wrong with the template that's out there, but Yo-Yo and I decided if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it our way. And if it does well or doesn't do well, it's based on us doing what we want to do and not just do another thing of just setting up, a bunch of bands and having a fest or whatever. I mean, that's, like I said, that's cool too, but we want to do something a little different. And so far it's really been just amazing with the amount of support. It's we couldn't have done it without the help from everybody because there's just too much freaking work involved in it,
like a collaboration of love of metalheads. Hey, John, I have a question for the people
Yes.
that are coming to the state. How far is the venue from, let's just say, the airport? Is it close?
Yeah, it's pretty close. I mean, I'd say, if I had to guess, about 10 minutes away, maybe 15 to max.
So no
Yeah.
excuse, heads. You got to be there. And then as far as hotels, they're really inexpensive, right? For fans who want to come out a little budget.
Yeah, there's a bunch of hotels that are definitely cheap. I mean,
It's out of
definitely,
season.
yeah,
So,
and
yeah,
definitely
you-
way cheaper than if you're gonna go to New York or LA or something like that. Holy crap, Oh, hey, there's Paul. Awesome. Hell yeah. But
At
yeah,
war, at war.
hell yeah. It's but yeah, it's a good area, I think, to have it. I mean, the North Carolina, it's a nice area. It's not a super expensive area. And like Emilio saying, like people are just generally nice here, it's a good positive vibe, lots of metal, lots of horror. It's gonna be cool.
Light, you do.
So yeah, so I don't know. Fucking I wanna hear from Paul. I wanna hear Paul Arnold. I wanna hear what something from you. Are you guys ready for some killing at the show? I'm really looking forward to. For me, it's a dream come true to have you guys play. I never got to watch you guys back in the day, so I'm super psyched to check you guys out.
Well, fucking A, right, man. I finally got the video to work, so I'm stoked about that. But yeah,
Good.
John, I can't thank you enough for having us be a part of it. It means a lot. Tony, what's up? Good seeing you, brother. No, we're super stoked. I mean, this is like in our backyard, and these shows that are closer to home mean a lot more to us, because we have a lot more family and friends, and just, I mean, 40 years of fans from our area coming out. It's going to be really cool. And playing with Massacre and other bands that we haven't played with yet is just going to be insane, And then the next night with Possessed and everybody else. I mean, these are bands that we have a history with as well. And it's going to be more like a meeting of friends more than it is a show, And
Yeah.
the whole vibe is going to be killer. Ed, always seeing Ed is awesome. And these kind of shows, you for me anyways, I know I'm not going to have any time to breathe because when we're not playing, I'm just going to be saying hi to people I haven't seen, some of them in years, some of them in a few days. And that's what these kind of festivals are all about, man. You know, it's the music's great, and all the other stuff is there. That's why we come. But it's the friendships that we built over the years. I mean, all of us have been around a long time, and these kind of things mean a lot. So we're super stoked. We're ready to get out there and just fuck shit up, and just have a blast, man. I look forward to meeting and seeing all of you guys, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, that's a good point. I mean, having that, you know, community and just being able to hang out with all your friends and just have a good time and, you know, just connect on, you know, stuff that we all enjoy, which is music and horror and whatnot. It's definitely, you know, for me, it's definitely super cool. And when we're trying to come up with a lineup for doing something like this, besides trying to have kind of a theme for each year to go with the horror stuff, we do want to have, you know, people that are, you know, are all going to be able to have kind of a good time hanging out together and stuff, because we want all the bands and the fans to all have a good time at the show. We don't want it to be like it's strictly business or whatever is coming here playing and that's it. We want everybody to hang out, party, you know, just, you know, I mean, yeah, basically it's a big party, you know, that we're throwing on. That's, you know, it's a fest, but it's basically a party is what it is. And we want
noticed
everyone to
that-
have a good time.
I'm sorry, Scott gave me the flyer, and I noticed that there was 2 venues, Friday
Yes.
and Saturday. What's the distance between the venues?
About
I mean,
50
probably-
minutes.
Yeah, about 50 minutes away. Yeah, the story with that, originally we were having one show in Winston-Salem and one in Greensboro, and we were just doing it that way. Originally, we weren't planning on having a Friday night, and we did the Saturday, and we realized we just didn't have enough room to do everything we wanted to do, and we couldn't do the show in Greensboro 2 nights in a row at that time for logistical reasons, and we decided to try to get it in Winston-Salem, and then like about 2 weeks before the show last year, the guy in Winston-Salem like pulled the show.
Oh,
So basically, yeah, I talked to everyone around here, and I think Scott brought up, you know, we're trying to do it at the Kraken, and you know, so we just went around, tried to organize, you know, everything, and we went to the Kraken and we've seen it, and we were just like, huh, this is actually really cool because it has a kind of a Texas Chainsaw Massacre gas station kind of vibe to it. I mean, it's just an old kind of country bar, you know, in the middle of it looks like it's pretty much in the middle of nowhere kind of thing. And we thought it'd be a cool way to get a vibe for the whole event, to have that, you know, just it's definitely like more of a party vibe at the Kraken. It's more like, yeah, it's more like something you just, you know, almost like you know, it's like a party or something at somebody's like, you know,
Backyard party.
yeah, backyard party almost kind of vibe, which is exactly what we want. And we'll, you know, setting up the vibe at the Kraken and then being able to go to a venue like Arizona Pizza, which also ironically has like a Western type of vibe to it with all the, you know, like the kind of Texas kind of vibe, you know, like, I don't know.
Western decor. Basically.
Yeah, Western decor or whatever. And it just fits in with the whole vibe, and it just all works together with what we're trying to do, because it's not just about the music and the horror. It's about trying to get a friendly vibe and a fun vibe for everybody. And both those places do it. I mean, yeah, it would be nice eventually to be able to do it at the same place both nights, but unfortunately at the Arizona Pete's, the one night of the week that they do something is every Friday night is the only night. They do nothing else except for like a sporadic show, like once every 5 months or something. But the one night that we need to do 2 nights in a row, that it's the only night they don't have available. So, you know, as long as we doing it Arizona Pete's, yeah, we're going to have to find some place to do it at the Friday night. But we're hoping that, you know, yeah, Arizona Pete's, we could sell out or come close to selling out there, and then we'd be able to move it to a bigger, you know, bigger place after that, which will give us the opportunity to do both nights in a row at the same place, which would just be a hell of a lot easier. Even though I love the Kraken, eventually we do have to find a place to do it, you know, both days in a row. It's just, yeah, it's a lot of work to do 2 different venues like that. At least for our operation, we're pretty small. Yo-Yo and I and just friends trying to make things happen. So,
Cool.
I know it's
Well,
gonna
we
be
pre-
for the bands that are sharing the gear. I've seen the drum sets killer, the bass cabs. So we're gonna be playing on killer gear. So that's good for the fans instead of playing some with pots and pans.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, basically,
Right.
False Profits providing the back line, and their gear is top notch. So we're definitely not worried about that. I mean, if anybody has a problem with it, I don't really understand, because that's it's basically the similar gear we have at almost any fest. With stuff, it's good stuff for sure. I wouldn't worry about that. It's gonna sound killer. We have also good sound people helping out with the show and making sure it sounds good and everything. And just it's super awesome. We're definitely excited about everything. So
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
yeah.
Cool. So, anything else you guys want to talk about? You want to kind of wrap this up in a few minutes?
I had a question for John. The new
All
new
right.
song. You guys gonna be playing some new songs? Incantation.
No, we're not playing. We have our whole new album done. We're not playing any new songs. I'm not gonna say what songs we're playing. We're definitely not playing any new ones. We're not playing any new ones until Relapse releases the songs or whatever. So we're keeping it a secret for you guys. But we are actually, the set that we're playing at the fest is not the same set that we've been playing for a while. It's been a lot of different stuff. So for anybody that's like an Incantation fan, they're going to be able to see something different than we played in the last couple of years. For not every song's different, but enough of the set's different where you're not getting the same old stuff. And I think with our catalog, it's ridiculous for us not to mix up the set. Instead of just doing the same one each time. Yeah. So
What about False Prophet? I heard some of the new material fucking sounding sick. So what's up? Are you guys gonna play any new material, False Prophet? Paul, Scott?
Yeah, we might throw one out there.
yeah,
think
toss
about
the
doing-
bone.
Yeah, we're thinking about throwing one new one out there that we recorded. We just got out of the studio with Terrence, last weekend or so. And so yeah, I think we are gonna throw one new one out there.
Or what about At War? Fucking At War.
Emilio, how you doing, man? Long time, brother. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you,
Can't
man.
wait to see
Played
you
the
guys
band with
again.
You guys had a great time with you guys, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. Always, always. With Emilio behind the kid, you know that Possessed is gonna fucking murder everybody. That's of no doubt.
Yes.
Any new material you guys are playing at the festival? At War?
Well, I'll tell you what we're not. On that front, shit's happening is what I'm gonna say. But we are actually playing stuff that we have not played in over 30 years. So forgive us if we fuck it up, but we're gonna give it a shot, man.
That's good though. Just fly by the seat of your pants. Let's make it happen.
We're going B-side old school, man.
Awesome.
We got to do something different, man. For
Yeah,
this show, it's gonna be super important.
that's awesome.
I came in a little late, so I'm ignorant on who's on here. Is any of the guys from Exciter on here?
No, I didn't do
No,
it.
Who else is on with the bands? I came in late. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, basically that's it. False
We-
Prophet, or you got, and you.
We got Denny. We got
Denny for
Denny.
Aggression.
Denny for Aggression.
Right on. Aggression.
Right on,
You guys,
Danny.
new
Yeah.
met
What's that? Yeah, I'm looking forward to Aggression. I mean, for me, anyone that knows me well knows that Aggression's pretty much one of my favorite thrash metal bands from back in the 80s. So I'm really stoked. And I knew when I did something like this that I had to put on Aggression. I mean, you have to give yourself a treat when doing this kind of stuff, and for me, it's really awesome. And I really hope that, the show will, turn on some people that might be under a rock and not know the amazing thrash of Aggression, because, when you guys,
you off. I'm gonna go back to work, guys. Heavy metal, fucking brutal, and we'll see each other. Hey,
See ya.
John,
Next
you're the man.
Take it easy, Emilio.
take
Keep it
care,
brutal.
brother.
We'll see you, brother.
I'll see you next week.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to Aggression. Like I said, one of my favorites from back in the 80s, the Full Treatment album just crushed my brain when I first heard that. And I'm super psyched to have you guys playing. And you know, I mean, really doing all this stuff for me is very nostalgic and very like, I don't know, my little way of, I don't know if it's giving back, but just, you know, a nod to some of the bands that I grew up listening to and enjoying. You know, it's the same with that war, you know, to have you guys on it is something really special for me, just personally. You know, it's not just about putting on bands, any band you could find and do something. It's like, if you're going to put all this work into something and make something like this happen, you want things that mean something to you on the show, and you hope that people are going to enjoy stuff that, you know, means a lot to me and enjoy. So yeah, it's definitely something I'm, you know, I'm looking forward to, you know, all the bands on it. It's going to be a great time, a lot of great friends. Everyone's going to have a good time. You know, like I said, the fans and all the bands and everybody. I mean, last year it was just a blast. I mean, you know, having a horror guest like, you know, John Dugan from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know, it's like, it was nice to hear, like, after the show, people were like bragging about being hanging out smoking weed with John Dugan from Texas Chainsaw Massacre, you know, at the show, or just, you know, stuff like that, or just, you know, hanging out with Mark Price and stuff, you know, all these things were just really fun. You know, it's nice to hear these stories from people on something that you work so hard at, and to know that the reaction is, you know, really positive, and just, you know, for a lot of the fans and stuff going to this, it's like, we're hoping that we could make memories for them that they'll remember. Like when I was young, I remember, you know, getting a chance to meet some of my, you know, favorite band members here and there. Somehow we're hoping we could bring that same kind of feeling to some of the, you know, say the younger people, or maybe older school people that just never got to meet some of these people before, get to actually, you know, hang out, you know, have a couple beers together and just talk about, you know, metal or whatever the hell you want to talk about. You know, like I said, it's really important, the whole community and just having a good time thing. You know, it's like, we don't go through all this work to have it be a fucking just a lame ass, yeah, okay, when's the next band coming on, blah 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 kind of thing. We want to make it, you know,
Yeah.
a fun party for everybody, you know. And I really feel like we got a great lineup this year with great, you know, people with the right spirit and stuff. And luckily Ed Farsi is going to be there to make sure everything runs good while I'm going crazy, handling everything else. So he's going to be in charge of making sure you guys have a good time, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
John, I'd like to interject. I'd like to interject here real quick and just take a moment out and just recognize you and Ed and Tony and you know, people like Paul Dunsky and the rest of you guys that do this. It's not lost on any of us how much work it is for you to do what you do. And my hat's off to you. And I just can't tell you how much we, as a band, we appreciate, and speaking for the scene as well, we appreciate everything you do. And we like to try to make things as easy as possible for you. So we pride ourselves on not being a pain in the ass band. I just want to say from my heart, man, I appreciate everything you guys do. Ed, you are the sole provider of metal in the Northeast of this country, man. And anybody that's ever dealt with Ed will say the same thing. We love that guy with all of our hearts, and it means so much. And we just thank you so much for doing this. I look forward to actually physically meeting you, John, for the first time, and hearing Incantation, and seeing you again, Tony, and Dennis and Steven and Paul and everybody, the guys in Aggression. I can't wait to see and meet all of you guys. We're really looking forward to it.
Cool. Yeah, well, I feel very fortunate to have people like Ed Farsi helping out. I mean, Ed Farsi and myself, we've known each other who knows how long, like ridiculous amount of time, like 87 or something like that. I don't know. But the thing is, you know, when doing something like this, it was important for us to find the right people to help us out with stuff, you know, and we feel like we have a good crew of people, because we, you know, I know Ed Farsi, he knows a lot of the bands and stuff, you know, and it's just, he's a good person. He does shows in New York out of the love of doing shows and music and bands. He's not doing it as a payday and stuff like that. And, you know, it's really important. And, you know, of course I appreciate, you know, Tony Dio too, you know, for all your help on everything. You've helped out just, you know, is beyond belief. I mean, it's just really awesome to have such, you know, nice and cool people part of it. And of course, you know, Paul and Scott, you know, the False Prophet crew. I mean, been helping out so much with a lot of stuff. But of course, a day of show, they're going to be like charge of kind of stage stuff, stage hands and backline, everything. And, we couldn't have done it without their help too. And, anyone that knows them knows that they're top notch guys. And, they're just the kind of guys that, once they're your friends, they're always there to help out and stuff. I mean, that's the exact kind of people that we want to be associated with this kind of fest, we're not gonna be working with people that is just about, okay, strict just about money or just about, okay, let's get through our job and get it done with. No, I want to, like I said, I want it to be really enjoyable experience, for everybody. And of course, Steve Keeler, it's really all this stuff couldn't have happened without you, because if I wasn't doing the Rock Fantasy Files,
Oh, wow.
so all these connections that I've gotten because of that with some of my idols and legends that I've of the music industry, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing now too. So I definitely
Thank you.
don't forget, I know that there's so many people that have helped out in so many ways that's hard to always bring everybody up with everything, but I really do appreciate everything, and I don't take any for granted. I know that this whole thing is a group effort, just kind of spearheaded from myself and Yo-Yo. So we really thank everyone, and of course, like I said, even Denny, it's going to be great to have you there. I know it just felt like it had to happen. It had to be like, was it something like No Speed Limit Weekend or something, have, they're,
And,
possessed playing, you have to have aggression. It just seemed like the right thing to do, have, especially with the old school bands, Exciter, At War, it just seems like the right thing, but yeah.
And you know what? I speak to all the bands here. If you need any help that weekend with anything, dude, we're not fucking rock stars. We'll fucking help.
Yeah, well, I appreciate it. We're all the bottom line with this whole thing. We're all in it together, and hope, it just, I'm just blown away by all the support we've been getting. Like I said, and I can speak for Yo-Yo too. I mean, we were just absolutely 100% blown away when we did the first one last year, and as soon as Danny Loker said, Nuclear Assault's down for doing it, I was just like, holy fuck, this is going to be awesome. Like, and it just put the building blocks, and then we were able to get Demolition Hammer, and Nasty Savage. I mean, how much fun it was that. I mean, that was so cool. And
It was
just,
awesome.
it just kind of snowballed from there, and was just great. And, to have this year with such a lineup is just, I never thought I'd be able to pull something like this off. And, without all your guys' support, and especially without Yo-Yo support, I mean, I wouldn't be able to do it, because she just, the amount of effort and work she's put into this is just, it's a true team effort, even though a lot of times, I do this kind of stuff and my face is out there. It's like, without her helping out with all the stuff that she does, it's like, it just would be absolutely 100% impossible for me to do it. And I didn't think I even had the strength or the possibility to do it without her input. So I'm really grateful for that too. But I'm also, like I said, it's grateful because everyone's just been so helpful on everything. So yeah, I
Every
appreciate it.
great man has a great woman, and you guys are awesome. It was great to go kick it at the Olive Garden with you guys. Good vibe, dude. Good vibe, man. I've known John a long time, and to be like, friends and do gigs, and dude, it's just cool. And then Scott and Paul, fuck.
Yes.
I don't know how to explain these people. I met them, and they did a show. We did a show. It was in New York, and they got a car. They drove out from North Carolina, and no, let's upgrade the car. They need a ride. And they got a fucking like a big old van, and it was like, dude, out of love. Oh, where you staying? Oh, we don't have a hotel. What? Dude, you're staying with us. I mean, dude, the love. So the North Carolina, fucking you guys are just the shit. And then actually, John moving there, North Carolina, I can see why you moved there, man.
Yeah, everybody's moving there. Can you fit any more about New York down there?
Plenty room.
Yeah, I mean, it's great. It really, I can't say enough about how great it is. Since I moved to North Carolina, it's just, my whole outlook on everything has just improved so much. And it's a great area, lots of great people. It's just nice to get away from the hassle of the big city and stuff like that. I mean, and I still, tour, I get to still go all around the world and stuff, but it's nice to be able to come home to North Carolina. It is really almost the perfect place to live. I mean, we get all 4 seasons, but nothing's too harsh. You know, you don't get the humidity of Florida, but you don't get, the snow, Pennsylvania, New York or whatever, so it's awesome here.
Cool.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
thank you and Yo-Yo for bringing this to North Carolina. Man, it's such a, we don't get a lot of cool shows like that.
well, thank you. And thank you for your help. And,
Come-
it's our
come-
pleasure.
Come get a couple trucks and you can move me down there with you.
Oh yeah, we need a rock fantasy to open up in North Carolina.
Just find old bowling alley. We'll buy that up, open a venue, and we'll put the store next to it. How's that?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, let's do it.
So
Yeah.
anyhow,
Yes.
I guess we ought to wrap this episode up though.
Yes.
We're getting a little long into it,
Yeah.
and it was a pleasure having everybody on the channel, and I hope this gets a few more people to come.
I wanted to ask. For
Okay.
people that want sick ass guitars, Scott, don't you have a website for your SP guitars, custom made fucking guitars from hell, from the demons, from the fucking Mormons? What's some of that? Scott,
I could say that. His guitar, I've been using a guitar on tour. It's freaking a monster. It's badass. I love that guitar. Thank you.
I don't have it anymore, dude. I let it go. It's too much work. No more website.
okay. Well, the last thing for Possessed, if you guys get a chance, check out what's the album, the Revelations of Oblivion. I hope you guys hear it. And if it, YouTube
Killer.
is for free. So if you hear it and you like it, maybe fucking buy it. If not, fucking just
Cool,
enjoy
cool.
metal.
Yeah, you're also going to be up here in New York with Ed and end of May also. So if you're not making it down to the fest and you're up here in the New York area, make sure that you see Possessed up in. I know you're down to Pennsylvania, down to Reading too.
Hit us up. I'd like to put you on VIP, man, because I don't really know too many heads in New York. So
What's
up? Much love.
Okay,
Well, I think,
great.
I think you should go to our fest and go to see it in New York.
Go on.
And
You
that'd
gotta go on tour with Possessed like the Grateful Dead did. Yeah.
Yeah, hey, back in the day, I would go see if a band was playing in New Jersey, New
Yeah,
York,
oh, yeah,
and
for
upstate. I'd
sure.
go to all 3 shows. So
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's a little longer ride, but we could do that. New York, North Carolina, it's cool.
Exactly.
Basically, we're bringing
Be
New York
fucking
to
awesome.
North Carolina.
You are bringing New York down. Everybody's moving. Yeah, all righty. Cool, man. So
Let's do this.
once again, look it up. What's the
Well, thank you,
website?
guys.
What's the website, John? Carolina.
Yeah, CarolinaChainsawMassacre.com. It has all the info you need and place to get your tickets there. And we appreciate your support for sure. Thank you so much.
And please check out everybody, and we will. I guess we're gonna wrap this up. Anybody? One last word? Anybody? All good.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
see you next Friday.
Yeah, ready to kick some ass. Hell yeah.
See you next
hell
week,
yeah.
and we'll be
Nice
back.
seeing everybody, man. Have a good night, you guys.
We'll be
Take
back
care.
in a couple
Take
weeks
care,
on the
everybody.
Rock Fantasy YouTube channel for another episode. It looks like you got a Rock Fantasy Files reunion almost in person without me. You got Robin, you got Tony, you got Denny going. It's gonna be I think
Yeah,
Stephen
Rob,
Levin's
yeah,
coming.
Levin's coming.
Yep,
Oh,
okay.
awesome.
All right,
Awesome.
guys. We'll see you next time, and have a great
All right.
fucking concert down there, bro.
Awesome. Thank you.
Buenos dias, amigos.